Tor and Odin were in the photo with a clicker. They might know how it works.
Ok.
I'm off the case, but I can still visit family.
Yes, indeed. Al hogar de ancianos. ¿Puedo volver con Alan un ratito? ¿Con el Alan del pasado? Que lo estoy dejando tirado.
Tor and Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead.
¿Dónde estábamos con Alan? Estábamos saliendo del concierto de los... Después musical.
It was all about me.
Ah, me
This
llaman.
performance the Dark Place was putting on. But I had no control over it. I knew how utterly lost I was. The payphone was ringing again. The mystery caller was back at it. I had to find out more.
Alan Wake? Do you know who I am?
How the fuck could I?
Whoa! There's that famous temper. Lucky thing I'm not a paparazzi.
You keep jerking me around, refusing to tell me who you are.
You remember? You... Oh, fuck me. Alan, listen. Tell me, how much do you remember? Did you visit Parliament Tower? Did you find anything there?
Yeah. Alice is in danger. Scratch is reaching out to her, and there's another manuscript. Not initiation, return. I saw the title page. I don't remember writing it.
Return. Oh man, this is what we're after. The Scratch can't have it. Our survival, the survival of the fucking cosmic everything depends on this. Come to me. Oceanview Hotel.
Ok, vamos a conocer al que
I'll
habla.
have my room key for you. It's right there on the payphone. Remember, the Dark Place works in loops and rituals. If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in.
Ok.
We go with the flow of this ocean. Catch you soon, brother.
Don't write.
The Oceanview Hotel. A suspicious invitation to a shady meeting. Right on the money for the hard-boiled genre the whole city was built upon.
El culto. Una inolvidable e inmersiva experiencia teatral. Dice... Una obra prohibida traída a la vida. Y Alex Casey. Murder Casey. Acá tenemos el
The
Oceanview.
Oceanview Hotel. My
Dos luces
destination.
guardadas, ¿no? Según ahí abajo a la derecha. No sé dónde, no sé qué andaba haciendo yo con Alan Wake antes.
A loop that delivered me back to the street. What did the mystery caller said?
Cuando vienen
The
olas,
waves keep pushing you away. You just need to find another way in.
eso, más vale pájaro en mano.
With only dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I looked to the neon signs for guidance.
Ah, ahí. Ok.
The dark presence is out there. It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once. It's stealing from me. Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. It got in. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want
Ok.
that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. I gotta keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line. I have to beat the devil at his own game.
Ok.
The story I was building was fragile, constantly under attack. There was no time to waste. The dark presence was only a step behind me.
Claro, la historia siempre tiene que tener sentido, lo que significa que si Chirridos logró entrar, la historia tiene que incluirlo, sí o sí. O no funciona, y Alan Wake pierde. Iniciación. Entonces, para un poquito, vamos a recapitular una cosa. Porque yo hace como 3 días que no lo juego. Tenemos 3 novelas. Tenemos Departure. Departure fue la novela del primer juego, ¿no? Digamos que fue lo que pasaba en el primer juego era Departure. Era la novela que Alan Wake estaba escribiendo sobre Alan Wake, haciendo todas las cosas que estaba haciendo. Al final del primer juego, o del DLC, la verdad no me acuerdo, o American Nightmare, no me acuerdo. Pero al final, antes del 2, El chabón queda escribiendo Retorno, de Alan Wake, que era como su idea para volver a la realidad, escapar de la oscuridad. En este juego Retorno parece que está como mal. Ahora el chabón estaba contento de que encontramos Retorno, porque fue reemplazada por Iniciación. Iniciación, entonces, ¿qué carajos es? ¿Es en la novela que está escribiendo Chirridos? Y nosotros, y está como reemplazando a Retorno. Y nosotros tenemos que seguir escribiendo Retorno de alguna forma, tenemos que encontrar la forma de seguir. Y eso es la solapa, iniciación y retorno coexistiendo al mismo tiempo. Eso es lo que yo entendí, no sé. Si alguno entendió algo mejor, que me lo diga, por favor. Ok, acá es donde mataron a Alex.
Casey! You're the killer, the cult leader. It's in your eyes.
No! You got the wrong man! It's Scratch! There's no time to lose!
You're going nowhere.
¿Lo mató Alan? ¿O a eso se refería el Alan que está escribiendo con hacerlo más oscuro? ¿Tenía que hacer que él mate a Casey?
In my head for so long. Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there, like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place, the source of it all, the vessel. Me and the writer, we were the same.
This place kept pushing me under, getting into my head, poisoning me with darkness. I had to find a way to escape before it was too late. Too late again.
Habitación 665. Bueno, es que lo que está pasando acá realmente no importa. Este lugar es un lugar todo turbio, lleno de escenas así randoms, tratando de meterse la mente a Alan, pero estamos acá intentando arreglar las cosas. Decía, este es un lugar raro donde se está mezclando los libros de Alex Casey. Y nada, y alguien está intentando ayudar a Alan, que es el que nos llama. Y Alan al mismo tiempo está tratando de dejar este lugar. Es como un lugar donde estamos intentando llegar a Retorno, la novela que importa, la novela que nos va a sacar. Así que no sé si realmente tiene importancia lo que esté pasando en el sentido de Alex Casey y demás. Oh shit. ¿Qué carajos?
Shadows were gone, or just out of sight. I could use that shotgun.
Sí. Sí. ¿Por qué? Ah, inventario lleno. Algo así. Ahí está. No me voy a ir sin la escopeta, olvídate. No, ¿por qué volvieron los logros, viejo? La había borrado, o sea, fui a donde estaba la interfaz ahí. La carpeta overlay de Epic y la había borrado. Basta, basta. Ok, cuando pueda guardar salgo y borro el overlay y vuelvo a entrar. No, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué es esto? Yo no sé nada de eso. Oceanview Cocktail, ¿será 25, 50? Bien. carajos. Parlantes.
The room was empty except for the projector. More games. Was the film a message waiting to be played?
Probablemente, diría yo. Mi estimado Alan Wake. A ver. Play me. Se viene otro musical. ¿Te imaginas? ¿Por qué? Alan. Dame explicaciones. 665. Casi el número de la bestia. Espirales como las palabras de poder. Que encontramos. What?
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing, am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
¿Es el mismo actor? ¿Es un tercer Alan Wake ahora? No me jodas.
You're the one who's been calling me.
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane.
What?
Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet.
Ah, por eso los viejos le decían Tom en el 1 y acá en el 2 también. Como que se lo confundían con Tom siempre.
You look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is Return so important? What?
You always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film.
Ah.
Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of
Entonces
art.
la película de Alex Casey es como... Es la realidad que está haciendo Tom. ¿Sí? Ah, esta es la canción que bailaba Chirridos en American Nightmare.
It's Return, because...
Porque regresó. Tremendo el nombre. Tiene sentido. Básicamente dos artistas se drogaron y ahí tenés el guión de Alan Wake. Perfecto.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratches.
Your wife is safe back in the real New York.
Claro, es verdad.
Scratch is reaching for her through an overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
What?
They're all yours. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Ok.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I
Sí.
had what I needed from him. There was another murder site in the hotel. To guide me further toward my escape, I had to write my way to it.
Ok, Alan y Thomas Zane están trabajando juntos. Esa es la parte que no sabíamos y la que explica por qué hay tantos elementos de cine como Alex Casey. Están trabajando juntos, pero en realidad es Alan el más propo que necesitan retorno para salir los dos. ¿Escapar los dos? No sé. Y el buzo era solo un personaje, porque era muy serio el buzo, o sea, no me imaginaba esta cosa rara, psicodélica, hippie de los 70.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult. How meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader.
El líder del culto, el señor Chirridos.
Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path.
Claro, Alex Casey es una película, digamos. Es Thomas Zane ayudando a Alan con todos estos crímenes. Son excusas nomás para llegar a donde tienen que llegar.
I would start at the entrance lobby. The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer, the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
Bien, pero primero déjame ver si esto está abierto porque veo que acá hay un mapa. Ah,
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of
Este
the
es
cult
Ed.
was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an
Es el
immersive
negro.
theatrical experience.
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend. The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. You were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, it will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
bien. Claro, Ed, por si alguno se está olvidando, es el negro. ¿Se acuerdan que al inicio del juego había una chica y un negro que vieron el tema del culto y nada? Se escaparon y después encontramos... los interrogamos con Saga en la cafetería y después encontramos una carta donde se habían peleado y uno se había ido, pero Ed parece que se quedó y la chica decía espero que Ed no haga ninguna locura. Y después en el lugar donde nos estamos hospedando había una carta de Ed diciendo que se le estaban ocurriendo ideas de una obra, de no sé qué, porque él se encarga de obras al parecer. En fin, esto es una escena, la sala de entrada. ¿Ya tengo algo para ponerle? Sí, el ritual que acabamos de escuchar. Vamos a reescribirla.
The plot changes shape the world around me.
Okay. El culto.
Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult.
Están todos invitados a unirse al ritual previo al show en el salón de baile. Pues será un baile de máscaras seguro. O algo así. Una masquerade. ¿Qué pasa acá? Mátela. Oh shit. Estabas vivo. Respetá el headshot. Okay. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Sos esta mancha de aceite? ¿Se murió? Vemos. Ok, triángulo. Estamos en un hotel. Yo si no veo una alfombra del resplandor de The Shining o alguna referencia, me voy a enojar. O la habitación de la vieja con la bañera. También. No veo, era la 200 algo. La habitación de la vieja. Ah, listo. Esto sí es una referencia. Tiene la luz verde y todo. Qué fácil, loco. Apenas entro a un hotel, digo, poneme una referencia de Shining. Acá está, mira.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there.
Vamos a activar el ritual. Nice. ¿Qué es esto?
The troop were busy building their own
104.
worker man, where they themselves would be
Mueven estas
sacrificed.
props a las 2.
The prop room had been
25.
changed from room 104 to room 225.
225, ok. Para un poco que tengo un problema. Me agrada guardar. De hecho, debería salir del juego para borrar la interfaz de Epic. Ok, overlay destruido. Fuck Epic Games.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Sometimes a quaint small town, sometimes a hulking metropolis. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there. And yet, like a half-remembered echo of a fading dream, always familiar to us. These are the stories that take place there. Awe-inspiring, macabre, terrifying, heartbreaking, nail-biting, absurd, and thrilling. Sometimes all of these things at once. A haunting new season of mind-bending episodes, written by Alan Wake. I am your host, Warland Orr, and I will see you soon in
Night Springs.
Night Springs.
Ok. Sigo sin entender exactamente quién es el señor Puertas. Salón de baile.
Would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
Ritual previo.
The scene here had changed.
Ok, ensayo en la sala 219 pasado a la sala 202. Recuerden, acierten el objetivo, no se saquen las máscaras y actúen lo más extraño posible. Ok, no es como nada. Un evento.
The cult in the play was called the Cult of the Tree. With their deer masks, they were the backwoods echo of the cult of the words urban horror.
Ah, culto de la palabra eran los primeros y ahora es el culto del árbol.
I needed to find the key.
A ver, déjame ver los objetivos. Investigar la sala de ensayo 219-202. Pero está cerrada la 202. La 219 está enfrente. Quizás esté abierta. Pam. Good. 202. Ahí está.
This is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
Sala de ensayo, metemos el ritual previo. A ver qué anduvieron haciendo los actores.
A vision. Another idea.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The Oceanview was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly, an actual cult once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom. Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted hotel.
Embrujado.
Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Ok, esa es una manera un poco turbia de reescribir la realidad, mandando embrujado a todas las escenas donde estuvimos. vemos, ¿no?
It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Las dos ventanas de la cabaña.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you.
Uf.
But turns out there were masks upon masks.
Señor
Whoever
Chirridos.
he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had to agree with Casey on that. The plot changed the details of the world.
Ahí estamos. Bueno. Bonito quedó el salón. Ah, y acá está el rastro del diablo.
I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
Nice.
The devil walked through the hotel, dragging the whole place to hell with him.
Eso quería hacer vos. Me confundo de botones siempre, boludo. No quería gastar la única pila que tenía. Ahí
The devil's
estamos.
path up the staircase was draped in blood.
Bien. Esto salió bien.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
Okay. Esto.
Actor playing the devil. Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception who got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Parece que no hay nada que hacer más que ir a las 666. Ok. Permiso.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room. I was about to have another killer idea.
Negro.
Murder victim. Okay, let's talk about the murder victim. The lady who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure. She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse.
Ok.
That was her role in the play. The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
Oh, ¿no será Alice? Ok. ¿Dónde es? ¿Dónde es? No. Por ahí no era. fuck. Ok. Corre, corre. Permiso, permiso. Chao, guardamos.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker. The muse was the murder victim. The final scene took place in room 108.
Vamos a poner acá el clímax.
I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions. Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so the fraternity, the club, the word. Our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
Y esto sigue siendo clímax. No, esta es otra escena. Vamos a poner clímax acá. Esa es la 108, claro. What? Me mareo. What? No sé qué me quisieron decir. Ok. Let's... The room, no sé, todo mal escrito, todo raro. Ah. ¿Qué dice? Perdido en la orilla entre el bosque y el océano, el búho y el ciervo, reflejo en movimiento. La lastimará en su habitación. Él está atrapado en ella. Su historia termina. La de ella, no. Este es el ritual. Será tu guía. Tus amigos se encontrarán con él cuando ya no estés. Eso es lo que me dijo Thomas. Eso es lo que no entiendo. Bueno, es que la presencia oscura saca de los dos. Como que crea un ritual que modifica la realidad. Porque hacer un ritual es como una obra, es como una cosa artística, ¿no? Ponele.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub. Beneath the body. Somehow it was important.
Esto sí se parece más a The Shining. La decoración de los azulejos y todo. Tiene mucho más sentido. Y acá está la vieja muerta y todo. Ok.
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before. It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake. Are I still trapped? The clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker. It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in orbit. Saga Anderson was helping me go deeper, closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower.
Okay,
I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
Igual me falta la llave de la 209, que es donde está el chabón tarareando, y la 206. Así que voy a perder más tiempo de juego buscando eso. ¿What? ¿Cuál es esta habitación? Ah. ¿Y por qué nunca...? Bueno. Era una puerta que había que abrir. Nada más. Y acá está la llave... Era... Ok. Soy retrasado.
Hey, Alan.
Flaco, estoy ocupado.
How's the memory doing?
Sorry, who are you? Kidding. Good to see you, Tim.
You had me going.
Este chabón, por cierto, no sé si lo dije. Creo que no lo dije, porque yo a veces soy medio boludo, ¿viste? Y estoy acá jugando y pienso cosas y no las digo. Pero este tipo tiene que ser el de X-Men, ¿no? Literal, tiene la misma cara, el chabón de hielo de X-Men. Bobby.
Cozy place you got here.
You know, your disappearance from Bright Falls is still the only thing that folks talk about. Well, that and Deerfest.
Deerfest.
Is this where you ended up back in 2010?
You know about that?
I am the sheriff of Bright Falls. Or I was.
Algo que ver con Sarah Breaker. Eso quiero saber. ¿Qué pasó con Sarah, además?
Are you related to Sarah Breaker? She was the sheriff of Bright Falls back in 2010.
Yeah, she's my cousin. I had a police sketch made of Door based on my dreams. I sent it around and Sarah recognized the face from an old case file from the 80s. I moved out there to look into it and became sheriff after she left to join the feds.
Ah, se unió a los federales. Ok. La fiesta del venado sigue.
So Deerfest is still a thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's bigger than ever. You know, I got zapped here right before it was about to happen.
Funny, me too.
Un archivo de Door.
What was in the case file about Door?
Not a lot of details in it. A local man named Warland Door went missing near Cauldron Lake. Eyewitnesses claim he was struck by a bolt of lightning and just vanished.
Okay.
I never found any official records of a Warland Door living in town or anywhere. Another dead end.
¿Por qué me dan un mapa? ¿Qué? Ah, es un mapa con cosas escritas. Signos de pregunta, me interesa. Door desapareció en 1988. Edad, no envejeció. Longevidad, no humano, alienígena, magia. El tío Frank tendría más información, pero está muerto. No es un hombre real. Significado oculto. Esto es todo lo de siempre. No entiendo qué significan los círculos amarillos, la verdad. Ah, soy retrasado. Esto era lo que significaban todos los círculos amarillos, con signo de pregunta. Bueno, 13 horitas nomás jugué al juego, loco, no pasa nada.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
¿Esto que cambió qué onda? Alan Wake.
Scratch was closing in, gaining control. I couldn't let him escape the dark place. I had to keep him from
Ah,
Alice.
estoy muerto. En la memoria de Alan Wake. Murió en el 2010. Un autor y esposo. Show me the champion of the life.
Go to hell!
Retorno, iniciación 6, ok. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Dónde está Alice? Una computadora. Escucho el disco rígido ahí escribiendo info a lo loco. Y una tele. ¿Qué es esto? Vamos de atrás para adelante porque está siempre ordenado para el culo. Saludos desde Hollywood. Hey Alice, en Hollywood me siento más extraño de lo que me sentía en la locura del noroeste del Pacífico. Estos yuppies con dientes que brillan en la oscuridad no pueden ser más falsos. Y todo es tan perfecto y genial todo el tiempo, aunque en realidad es todo lo contrario. Casi vomito más de una vez en reuniones con los imbéciles ejecutivos de la industria del cine. Pero tengo que estar aquí para cuidar el legado de Al. Todo el mundo quiere conseguir los derechos de la película para los libros de Casey y solo proponen ideas estúpidas para eso. Tengo el deber de arrear el ganado de zombies bronceados en la dirección de algo con buen gusto. Por desgracia, soy muy consciente de lo mucho que Al odiaría las adaptaciones que no sigan su visión. Era el maestro de odiar todo con furia. Quiero decir que tenía buenas intenciones y por eso yo lo quería tanto. En fin, ahora tengo otra llamada por video para hablar del elenco. Tu amigo Barry, mirá. Se hicieron más o menos amigos. Me uní a un culto de ese Barry Wheeler, perfecto. Seguro pensarás que me reemplazó un doble malvado, pero en realidad me uní al culto y me encanta. Bromeo con lo del culto, más o menos. Retiro de bienestar bendito. A veces era difícil trabajar con Al y los Anderson, pero el ambiente de la industria del cine es una locura. Mi nivel de estrés estaba por las nubes y justo me contaron sobre el retiro. La mejor decisión que tomé en mi vida. Nunca me había sentido tan bien, alegre y sano. La persona que dirige este lugar, Chester, hace milagros, no es un loco cualquiera. Sé que no creerás, es una mierda, pero bajé mucho de peso, ¿no me reconocerías? Chester dice que tuve suerte de terminar aquí porque me hubiera pasado algo muy malo si me quedaba en Nueva York, le creo. No me sentí bien después de todo lo que pasó, en especial después de que esos enfermos del FBC me buscaron para hablar. Suficiente para que me invada la paranoia. Espero que estés bien allí, ven a visitarme cuando quieras, la costa oeste no es tan fea como te conté en otras cartas. Tu amigo Barry. Aparezco, de Barry Wheeler. Son todas de Barry, ok. Hola Alice, te escribo porque hace mucho que no sé de ti, ¿está todo bien por allí? Estuve tapado de una reunión detrás de otra sin descanso. Revelación. Consideré hacer pies en una taza y al demonio con los almuerzos. No tengo idea cómo esta gente logra hacer películas y solo hacen reuniones. Tu amigo Barry. Me ocuparé. Hola Alice, tiburón a la vista. Ahora quieren convertir todo lo que le pasó a Ale en una película, programa de televisión y... escucha esto, un videojuego. Les dije que se fueran a la mierda. Además, por si te enteras por otra persona, un escritor de policiales llamado Tammy Booker trabaja en un libro sobre Al. Me encargué de rastrear a la editorial y le dije que los denunciaríamos. No hay de qué preocuparse, yo me encargo, tu camarada Barry. Tammy es la que fue con Ed, la que interrogamos, que se habían metido ilegalmente al lago al inicio del juego. Hola Alice, ¿todo bien por allí? Aparezco. Intenté llamarte pero no te encontré. Seguro estás inmersa en tu proceso creativo. Sé cómo se ponen ustedes los artistas cuando tienen un proyecto. El resto del mundo desaparece. Si me devuelves la llamada y no me encuentras, seguro me estoy en medio de alguna tarea de las que hace un productor ejecutivo. Eso todavía es un misterio para mí. Ah, y si necesitas ayuda con algo relacionado a los negocios de tu exhibición, solo pídelo, tu camarada Barry. Ok, Barry le escribió, pero Alice jamás respondía. Alice.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment.
El amor es debilidad, parte 1.
I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Ok. Ah, se activa sola la televisión.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
Ok. Parte 2. El regreso. La debilidad es claridad.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see. to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Parte 3. La búsqueda. Claridad es propósito. El amor es debilidad. La debilidad es claridad. Y la claridad es propósito.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces are really there.
Ok. Déjame ver qué es esto. Parte 4. La realización, el propósito es fuerza. Connection, then pain. Pain, then love. O sea, conexión, entonces dolor. Dolor, entonces amor. No hay límites. Sé agresiva. Ruthless, no sé.
The full manuscript of a novel.
Ah, bueno.
Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story
Claro, en vez de escapar Alan, escapa Chirridos, como que lo reemplazó en la historia.
It wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness. Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was
already
involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Déjame ver cómo sigue ya.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
Con un tiro.
The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower.
¿Por qué Zane mintió?
A new draft of initiation.
Voy a seguir con Alan Wake porque no vimos a Saga en este capítulo. Cuando vea a Saga, cambio a Saga. Significa que me estoy perdiendo algo con ella. A ver, el señor Puertas. ¿O no?
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors, peeking in, reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
Lo mismo digo. Por favor.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wig.
¿Quién es este, boludo? ¿Quién es Mr. Doors realmente? Habla como si hubiera un multiverso en el que él está haciendo sus cosas, se cruzó con Alan, o que Alan sigue abriendo como portales.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Por acá. ¿Qué? No tengo pilas, no tengo nada. Y esto, la interpretación de los muchos mundos. Estoy provocando una incursión multiversal de Marvel Studios o algo así. Tom.
Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Okay.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Hearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
No tengo ni idea.
I need to get back to my apartment.
¿De qué estás hablando?
Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Estas son las fotos de Alice. Sí.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
I'm lost. I'm lost in the dark, drowning. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? Did I eat the words? I recognize these words. Who are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character name. I write a name up. I make that one name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write me out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Mine are words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Culture the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
Todo apunta un poco a que Alan fue inventado por Thomas Zane, por eso se parece a Thomas Zane. Es un personaje más como el buzo. Capaz que solo existe porque fue creado por Thomas Zane para que él pueda escapar. Zane.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
A ver qué mierda me decís ahora.
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
A ver, idiota. Hippie mugroso. Ah.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote Return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here.
Estuvo ayudando a Chirridos porque Alan se dio por vencido.
A visionary. I mean, it was art. Then, when he finished, he took Return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. When you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
Y lo intentó cagar. Intentó reescribir ahí la peli, la cutscene.
I told you not to try anything.
Ok, Thomas Zane se volvió loco o algo. ¿Qué es esta escena? ¿Revive?
Oh, mercy. Thousands have gone missing. Beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut! Oh. Now that is drama.
Quedó bien, sí. 665. Ok.
What the fuck? I had a million questions about Zane, but I had more
Supongo que se
pressing
escapó.
concerns.
Tiene el poder de controlar y de que todo sea una película o algo. Así que simplemente se escapó. Hizo un trucazo ahí a lo último.
I had to find the movie theater Poet Cinema. The next murder site was there. Zane had created the film in tandem with Return to escape the dark place.
O sea que Alan tuvo un brote psicótico y no quería escribir más Retorno, decía que era el pedo, qué sé yo, y llegó el señor Chirrido y dijo: yo te escribo Retorno y conmigo es capaz, y lo ayudó a Chirridos. Lo que explica por qué me está casando Alex Casey, porque es como una película. Usó a mi personaje, el personaje de Alan Way, para que me case, y fue Thomas Zane el que hizo eso. Todo lo relacionado con películas tiene que ver con Thomas Zane. Así que no sé, Thomas Zane sigue vivo, pero bueno, lo veremos en el próximo episodio. Me parece un lindo lugar para cortar después de toda esta subtrama del hotel que duró como 2 horas, pero bueno, veo si la resumí en 1 hora, perfecto.